Leon, just wondering why was it important for you guys to get on the ice tonight, or sorry, today after last night?
Just I guess flush out the legs a little bit and feel good about going into the next couple of days. Obviously, not the game that we wanted to bring. Certainly far away from our best. So it's just flush it out a little bit and start getting ready.
Stay in that same row.
Corey, I just want to ask you about, a lot of people talk about every game as its own individual element in the playoffs. Is that the way you guys are looking at this one? Is to get rid of that one and then whatever happens in the next one, there's no momentum, I guess, from one game to the next.
I mean, you move on from last night, and a couple of days skated today. We had a good practice, and it was upbeat, and you get ready for the next one, and the next one's the biggest one, and that's the way we have to look at it.
Right side, second row.
Stuart talked last night, Leon, a little bit that the group had some discussions among itself afterwards and such. What would you say the tone was of the conversations that you guys had and kind of how you wanted to react properly in that moment?
Well, I think our team's really good at reacting and answering to performances like last night. I think we've always been a good team at coming back out with a strong effort. So. Obviously, again, not our best showing, not our game, but we get a great chance in 2 nights, in 2 days, to show what our team's all about, what we worked for all year, and bring our best game.
Left side, second row.
This one's for Corey. This year's finals seem more physical than last year's. Have you noticed that yourself? And if so, what do you think is the main reason for it?
I don't know if it's. I mean, that's the way they play. They play physical. We know that. I don't know if it's any more physical from last year to this year. It's just hockey, and that's how we have to approach it.
Left side, front row.
Corey, fans are very emotional. They're losing it after your team loses a game. That's just how it works in hockey. Could you explain? I know you guys are good at flushing these things, and you're pros, and you've been doing it for forever. Can you explain to people that don't understand that how you do it, and why you do it, and how it happens so fast?
Well, you can't dwell on things you can't change. You can't change the outcome after the game has ended. So you look at what you didn't do right, or you could improve on, or whatever, however you want to say it, and take some positives out of it or whatever. But you have to flush it. It's the next one's the biggest one, and that's how we think about it. Is we lost the game. Get ready for the next one. Move on.
We'll take a few more. Right side, first row.
Corey, I'll ask you this also. You get the power play goal last night, but I think the power play overall the past 3 games is 3 for 16. Are you guys getting the looks that you want? And if not, is it something that the Panthers are doing?
For a power play, I think, and I've always said this, if you can create momentum for the rest of the team, you've done your job. Obviously, you want to score every single time you're on the power play. Yeah, you do. But are you going to score? No, not every single time. But if you can create momentum for the rest of the team and guys are on the bench, like, oh, that was close, and that just sets up the next shift and the shift after that, and it creates some energy. And, I thought last night, we had some good looks in the first period, and he made some good saves, and we found one in the second, but it's the momentum that you want to try to continue to carry over for the next shift after the power play.
Left side, fourth row.
Leon, their team is well practiced in what we might call gamesmanship. When you're facing that from another team, how do you handle it with, the ability to overcome it?
Yeah, you have to. That's part of their DNA. That's what they do. I think there's spurts in the series where we've handled it really well. Last night it's the game's over with 11 minutes left, right? Like whatever it is, and then all hell breaks loose. It's a UFC fight, but I think overall we can be a little bit more disciplined and stay away from that. but there's also times where we've handled it really well.
We'll take two more, left side, third row.
Just to follow up on that, Leon, and you guys are a veteran, savvy team. Normally, you don't come unglued like your team did last night. You had your own shift in the first where you and Sam Bennett had a thing. You went back at him, kind of unlike you, really. What is it about him and Marchand and Kachuk, about that team, that makes teams go crazy when they play them?
I'm not going crazy. I don't know if anybody's going crazy. It's an emotional time. It's two teams that want to win, two teams of doing it their own way, but I don't think anybody is going crazy here. They're good at what they do, but again, last night was the first night where it got out of hand a little bit. The game's over. It's 5-1, like I said. It's not a big deal. We have guys that are intense, you know, they like getting in those situations just as much as they do, so there's not really that much to it.
Last one, right side, fourth row.
Leon, regardless of the breakdown in penalties last night, there were a lot of them on both sides. And I'm wondering now, does that play against the strength of your team now that the depth has improved and the strength of the team seems to be 5-on-5? Would you be better served, for instance, in a game that's a little bit more low event with regard to penalties?
Yeah, for sure. We got to strive for that type of game. We got to strive for a tight checking game, not a lot of power plays going their way, defending well, you know, low event. That's what we're looking to do. That's what we've done throughout most of the playoffs. And yeah, that's our first step.